Hey, new movie review. Last one got pretty decent reception. I think I had enough to talk about, so we're gonna keep it going. Hopefully this one will be as good as the last one was. Today I'm talking about Stab 7, which is the 7th film in the Stab franchise. Long-running slasher horror series. It had been going on for at least a decade by the time this film came out. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters 10 years ago, so revisiting it was going to be a bit of an exciting thing for me. I remember liking it a lot, and upon revisiting it, I still really liked it. I think Stab 7 is a fantastic movie. In my last review, I talked a bit about what made Angels with Filthy Souls so impressive, and a lot of that stuff appears here, so I'm just going to let that run. I just watched it again recently, and it's got my brain going, and it's the first movie that, in a while, that's like gotten me wanting to talk about movies again, like really talk about them. And so, because it's, despite being older, it's surprisingly complex, and the film makes really great use of like standard coverage. From shot to shot, it's very easy to understand what's going on. The eye lines are all met. Everything is really kind of well staged. It's really impressive. The lighting is really good. It adds a layer that I think is very visually spectacular. Feels like ages ago. Look at me. Young. Full of life. Stab 7's plot was really good. I was surprised with the writing, especially, mostly because of what the film had to follow in its predecessor, Stab 6. The way that the previous film is used in this one is surprising, but not altogether unsatisfying. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the movie. You might want to stop the video now. Stab 6 came out in 2008 and it really resonated. At the time, I think it was considered by many to be one of the best franchise sequels out there. It felt like it could stand on its own despite being the 6th movie in a series. I remember when I first saw Stab 6, I said, if you were to just remove all of the ties to the previous films, this would still work beautifully on its own. And that's a compliment. The only real criticism I have for Stab 7 is that the sequence that revisits Stab 6 in the film is pretty long. They use a decently large chunk of the previous film in this film. Checking the DVD timer, that sequence ran about 45 minutes before we finally got into the moving out of the TV and into the current film. But honestly, it just felt so good to be seeing Stab 6 again that I barely even noticed as I was watching it. It felt so great to just be watching that movie.
What does it say? It says I'm not outside. I'm right beside you.
God, that movie is just so good. I would love to do a review for Stab 6 sometime. Maybe I did. Did I? How did I do? I miss you. 4 stars. Thanks for watching.